And what is it that we need to do? Tell us.
Honestly, how you doing? Salam, Miss Ali. I'm one of your biggest fans on all your contents. I emailed you once. Actually, to be frankly honest, Miss Suraya, it's a big agency. I studied almost 7 to 8 months about this agency. And honestly, if you look at statistics, October 7th never would have happened if Miss Talib would have spoke up earlier. According to statistics, she is a big role play. She's the first Palestinian leader, but if you look at statistics, she did have link with Hamas. So did Ilan Omar. So October 7th was just not October 7th. It was pre-planned. She fooled the Congress to open up the borders and let Hamas leaders in. And she fought for that bill to pass, and she really did succeed in it. So when October 7th happened and all the incidents till now, even this one, the Louisiana one, she has literally nothing to expose or say. Her full support is for her people, and she exposed that on the internet. So when people asked her regarding the terrorist attack in New Orleans, she had nothing to say. Even for the attack in Louisiana, her full defense in power is for the Palestinians, and she's using American power. It's a full agency, and she's like not stopping anything related to radicalization. Nothing. Jew hatred was never this critical in America, ever. But thanks to her and her statistics for full support for no other Muslim but the Palestinians, it's pretty critical, and we have the Congress to thank for that.
I must say I'm floored. You know, you are the kind of a leader that we need in America, a youth leader. That's what we need, someone who is not going to sugarcoat what's happening, who's actually going to say it. People don't understand how deep rooted this problem is.
It was pre-planned, Miss Ali. That's what I wanted to do an interview with her. I'm not sure if you got my email. All of this, it's pre-planned. I work with Israeli activists who are the travel clad and other Brock, and I met some of them, and I'm a private journalist to them. This was all pre-planned. It's
We need you
pre-planned.
to email again. I'm asking Julie. Julie, let's connect with her. We need young people like you to come with us, stand with us, and speak out and show America what Muslim women can do. We need to
Yeah.
get rid of those people that are sabotaging our children's future. That's what they're doing.
It was all pre-planned, Miss Ali. She was the first Palestinian um Congress leader, the only one. You should see her speech on Wikipedia. It doesn't match anything. She used American power to push the bill,
Yeah,
to let the refugees in. That, oh
that's
no,
right.
this is hurting my people, this, that, yada, yada, yada. When America was banning Hamas, she enforced that bill. So everything was pre-planned to let Hamas succeed.
And you
Alarming
know,
but not
yeah,
surprising. You
yeah.
know, when we saw these global intifada calls from students on campuses, we urged the two women who represents who are Muslims, because we felt, okay, these are women, they have children, they will relate to this country, they will relate to the people, they will relate to the opportunities that this country has given every Muslim.
She
And
ruined that name.
yes,
She
we
completely
urge
ruined that
them.
name.
Yeah, we urge them. Please go and tell the students there's a better way to protest. This is the time the Jewish students and the Muslim students should come together, write a declaration, move for peace. But instead, what did they do? They went on site. They stood with the students and they intimidated more students. This
They
is
did.
yes, yes. This is a
Yeah,
serious
yeah.
thing that is
Yes,
happening on our watch by
yeah.
the so-called people who are saying who are Muslim leaders. And thank you,
That's
Alia. I
right.
really appreciate your comments, and I know it is well researched and well established facts that you have shared with us.
People wrote the Congress for regarding the Louisiana attack and the New Orleans attack. They messaged her, they debated her, they emailed her. She has nothing to say back, and all these leaders who are supporting her, like the Islamic organization, like Dr. Solman, for example, he's a big Islamic industry. And I asked him, how can you support this knowing that a Muslim did it? You're supposed to be supporting the American lives and other lives, not just the people who support this organization. He has nothing to say. He hasn't
You're
posted
talking about
anything.
Umar Suleiman, Dr. Umar
Yes,
Suleiman? Yes.
yes,
I
he's
don't know how that
supporting.
anti-American is operating in America with this kind of impunity. I have no idea. He is always very cleverly calling for jihad. His you just have to listen to him.
No, I
Um,
have. I
uh,
asked him many questions and he
I'm
didn't know
glad
what
you
to
did.
say.
That's right. I want to talk about Rashida Tlaib, Representative, Honorable Representative Rashida Tlaib, Honorable Representative Ilhan Omar, and look at what they have been doing. We as Muslim women actually were very happy when Ilhan Omar was elected because we thought that she would come and improve the situation, the condition of the Muslim women.
Nope.
Now, did she do that? Did she talk about issues that we are facing? There are girls who've actually been victims of FGM, female genital mutilation, and she did nothing. Her
Nope.
only goal was to delegitimize Israel. Her only goal was to start this heinous tirade of anti Semitism against Jews in the Muslim community. Before that, anti-Semitism has always been there. It's not like it just came up. It has been there. The Jews have been fighting it for 5,000, 4,000 years. But in America, it got a new life when Ilhan started spewing out hatred for the Jewish people. People in my community, I come from Pakistan, we really did not grow up with anti Semitism. In fact, we didn't even know the word anti Semitism. We were always told Jews and Christians are people of the book. It baffled me to see that she's bringing in that Arab generated hatred for Jews into our America. And we contested her as an organization, and guess who came after us? It was CARE. I was told by CARE's Nihadawad, Hissam Alush, that if I don't drop my support for the Israelis, and this is way before all of this began in Gaza, I'm talking about 15 years ago, they told me if I don't stop supporting Israel's right to exist and for the Jewish people's right to exist, to be alive, that he is going to harass me and my organization, which is what he did. He's been doing that. That is CARE's agenda, and they know it. In fact, the sad thing is that Homeland Security knows it since the time of Obama administration. FBI knows it. They all know the evil game CARE has been playing. I don't know if you know, but there was only one journalist who had the courage to do the story of Lori Soroya. Lori Soroya is one of the national board members of CARE. And she was asked for a sexual favor. She was asked to perform a sexual favor by Nihad Awad. She's a hijabi Muslim Pakistani girl. And that's why she's suing him. Later on, also, when she tried to tell them to investigate Hassan Shilbi, who was one of their board members who would bring in $6 million from Egypt every year for the terror funding, Hassam Alush, Nihad Awad told Lori to apologize to him, to even, why did she even mention investigating him? That is how holier than thou they think they are. They think they are above the law, that they can get away with everything.
It's a
And
pre-planned game.
unfortunately, right, unfortunately, they have been able to get away because none of the administrations have the courage to take them on and put them right there on the hill and put us there to talk about what they're doing. They need to come out. It's only now that Lori's case has come into the New York court and she has accused them that she has evidence they are related to Hamas. Now, you tell me, how have we been ignoring that? Everyone has evidence. People are holding on to that evidence. Memory, that organization, MEMRI, has been posting what the imams funded by CARE Moss are spewing out against Israel, against anyone who is not
Israel's just a
supporting.
victim card. All it did is fight back. But when you look at statistics, these guys had a whole plan to eliminate America and support Hamas's big plan. There's leaders in UK that are linked to them too. That's why UK is trashed.
Right. And
Mm.
this is, this young person is amazing. She's right. Because we saw what happened in the UK. Look at what's happening in the UK. And from a religious gang, now those gangs have turned into raping gangs. They are trafficking British girls. This is going to be disastrous if we don't control it right now. And I request the present administration, as it takes power on the 20th of January, to please take action. Sometimes radical organizations need radical action. And
I'm a Pakistani too, right at you, Miss Aline. I gave this speech to the Jewish community that no, in our context, there's nothing related to that we support radicalism. We never have. There's Christians in our
that's
country,
right.
they
That's
celebrate
right.
Christmas, but the Arab countries are ruled by evil leaders and they need to be eliminated or the Arab
Mm.
countries will never be free.
Yeah.
And the
You,
Jews will constantly keep getting harassed in the middle of it.
You know,
that's right.
anti-Semitism is a national policy in most Arab countries. So these are people who have been fed day in and day out why it is okay, why it is necessary, why it is legal to hate the Jews. And I think if you trace all the hatred that's happening in around the world, it all begins with the hatred for the Jews, where in the Muslim world we have legitimized hatred. Hate the Jew, that's okay. Kill the Jew, that's okay. And this has to be highlighted. And what I'm getting from the conversations we are having is that Zeba spoke about securing the borders. Farana highlighted the importance of ending the radicalization online. And Anila, you spoke very strongly about a new leadership, a new voice. And Alia, thank you for your comments where you have highlighted the two most important, I mean, not even important, the two most vital offices held by two Muslim women in the United States Congress has let us down deeply. They have
Yes.
incited, they're dividing this country, and we have to call that out, and they have to
the only
change.
cure the president has is to terminate them because they're on a mission to enforce. Somebody spoke this. Somebody literally published this. I gotta find that article again. That we are this close to making our freedom come true. What does that tell you? So you're gonna eliminate America. Use America power to make your own dream come true. Use America's power and support to support you guys so you can make your dream come true and stop weaponizing Israel because you need to kill it. Because if America supports Israel, it's going to be defended. But if
Yes.
America doesn't support Israel, they can easily kill it.
Yeah, and the irony of it, that we care about the Palestinian lives lost. Hamas started the Al Aqsa flood. They used Al Aqsa is the third holiest site for Muslims. They used that word. None of these people protested that terminology. Then they went further to say Al Aqsa flood. A flood in extreme jargon means continuous blood flow. So what do? They use their women and children. They bring in the most vulnerable to
Well,
this war.
according to the Arab studies, because I verified with Saudi Arabia, I sat in their meetings too to have a better understanding. Are you guys linked to it? Because the actual birth home from Islam is Saudi Arabia. Every Muslim knows that. So this flood that they worship a lot, it comes in the Shia regime. I was studying that too. It really does. And this is launched by Iran. In 1979, after King Reza Pahlavi has stepped down and Ayatollah kicked him out, he
Hi, I'm
bought the
not sure if I'm
regime
on. Is
back.
it my turn to speak?
Yes, Jasmine, please speak.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Oh, we could let Alia finish first, please. Alia, please finish your thought. Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you, Jasmine.
Oh, okay. So what
Hello?
happened is that
Yeah, let
uh,
Alia finish her thoughts. You're saying something really crucial. Yes.
so
And
after
Jasmine next.
Ayatollah has left, Prince Reza Pahlavi was stepped down. So Ayatollah bought the
Hello?
Shiite regime back. And this thing, that Al-Aqsa flood and everything, Ayatollah's partnership and lead been using the Palestinians, Iraq, and all these Arab countries as soldiers to support these evil regimes, and these are the Shiite regimes.
Thank you, Alia. Yeah, Jasmine.
Thank you. Thank
Uh-huh.
you.
Hi, can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can all hear you.